There is no doubt the digital era has revolutionized our ability to buy products, access information, and, at the click of a button, share our thoughts with the entire world. The key issue now, though, is that the abuse of market power has become a real and a global problem. Big tech refers to a handful of companies which have established near monopolies in their respective sectors, namely Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, and Microsoft. These companies have consolidated power by producing apps that combine user interface, software code, and personal data, all controlled from their own cloud servers. This wealth of data is then used to reinforce their own dominance. And dominate they do. In the final quarter of last year, Apple and Amazon both earned sales of $100 billion, sending their share prices through the roof. So let's take a closer look at the numbers. Amazon's stock price has increased by 62% in the past year, valuing the business at almost $1.7 trillion. Apple stock has gone up by 70% in the same period, an increase which has taken its valuation up to $2.3 trillion. Microsoft is valued at $1.83 trillion. And Google sits very comfortably at $1.40 trillion. Facebook is now worth $759 billion. For some perspective, the total wealth of the nation of Belgium comes in at just under Apple at $2.2 trillion. But with greater power, greater revenues comes greater responsibility. And all of these companies are facing increasing global scrutiny and calls for more regulation. In July last year, 4 big tech CEOs appeared before the House Antitrust Subcommittee in Washington, D.C., where they were closely examined about anti-competition practices. Only a few months later, Beijing announced new regulations aimed at curbing monopolies. And in Europe, the European Commission has announced plans to tackle tax avoidance, and the key issue in all of this, the use of customer data. Privacy will continue to be a major regulatory problem for big tech and Silicon Valley. Aspects like harmful content, obstruction of justice, and misinformation will force companies to adopt a duty of care or ultimately face tighter controls.